race number 1. They look like they're all set to go this time around. PH Magic Man and Darren Crow has the inside in this B stake. Post 2 is TM Mohawk and Gilberto, then Island Power. He scores from post 3, and Todd Treitz. Largo's Light. Walter Chevrolet from post 4. Smooth Sammy on the outside, and Sam Hodgen. Field of 5 here in race 1. B division, 3-year-old Pacing Colts. Here they come. They're off. TM Mohawk fires out of there for the lead. PH Magic Man races second around the first turn. TM Mohawk. Then PH Magic Man gets away racing in second. Island Power third. Then racing back in fourth. Largo's Light. And trailing early on here, Smooth Sammy G up the backside. On way to the opening quarter, TM Mohawk is loose in the lead here. And he's out by about 2.5, 3 lengths. Racing second, PH Magic Man. Then Island Power back in third. Racing fourth, Largo's Light. And Smooth Sammy can see them all. That opening quarter, 29 and 4, and up top and cutting it, TM Mohawk. PH Magic Man sits in the pocket. Journey second, still about 2 off. Then racing third, Island Power. Another gap of 3 lengths back to Largo's Light in fourth, and Smooth Sammy still trails 3/8 of the mile in, led by TM Mohawk, and he's out by 1.5 lengths. And inching closer, PH Magic Man. Then Island Power third. Here comes Smooth Sammy on the outside. And he's driving up fourth and trailing fifth. In the backfield, Largo's Light. And they were by the half in 1:01 and 1. And your leader up top is TM Mohawk. Then racing second, PH Magic Man. Back in third, Island Power as they step it up a bit here. Smooth Sammy on the outside fourth. And trailing fifth, Largo's Light. On to the 3/4. TM Mohawk seems to have this one in control, and he's out by about 4 now. Then racing second, PH Magic Man. And they were at the third station in 1:32 and 1. TM Mohawk by 5. PH Magic Man is second. Then third, Island Power with 1/8 to go. It's all TM Mohawk. And TM Mohawk is way out in front. PH Magic Man. And for third, it's going to be Treitz and Island Power. But no problem here for the winner. TM Mohawk is a gate-to-wire trip. An easy winner. And the time for the mile, 2:01 and 1 in this first B division. TM Mohawk gate-to-wire effort. And back to the winner's circle. Winner of race number 1, number 2, TM Mohawk. TM Mohawk, a son of Western Paradise. Out of the direct scooter mare, Direct Memory. All by Walter Simmons and Austin Sorey. Trade by Wade Sorey. Gilberto in the bike. TM Mohawk. Second win of the season. And equals his lifetime best taken as a 2-year-old. 2:01 and 1. So it's TM Mohawk here in the first B division for 2-year-old pace or 3-year-old Pacing Colts in the mile, 2:01 and 1. It's TM Mohawk in the first. Second choice, Ocean Pacific. Field of 5 moving in. Materialism, Mark Haig. Mag AM, the favorite from post 2. Then front running scratch, Ocean Pacific and Sam Hodgen. $1 Million down, Steve Downey from post 4. And Bert moves into post 5 and Gilberto. Field of 5 here. Lorraine and Tony Haig. Memorial Pace. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Good start. Materialism busting out for the lead and using the rail to his full advantage. And taking the lead around the first turn, Mag AM ducks in for cover. And racing second. Then Ocean Pacific got away in third. $1 Million down away fourth. And trailing fifth, Bert as they straighten into the backside on way to the opening quarter. And Materialism out by 1.25 lengths. And getting up tight to him is Mag AM. Then back in third, Ocean Pacific. $1 Million down is still in from fourth. And Bert single file past that opening quarter in a 30-2. Materialism looking comfortable on the lead here. Then racing second, Mag AM. Ocean Pacific eyeing a move now to the outside, and there he goes from third. $1 Million down, likely to follow behind the leader on the outside, and trailing the field, Bert and Bert as they approach the judges' stand. And the first time around, Materialism and Haig sitting chilly in the bike here. Ocean Pacific on the outside second. They were halfway home in 102 as they round the turn. Materialism, Ocean Pacific on the outside. Then Mag AM, $1 Million down, and trailing Bert and Bird up the backside on way to the 3/4. Materialism on top. Then on the outside, Ocean Pacific coming to call second. Then racing third inside, Mag AM, $1 Million down, and Bert and Bert will have to try it from the backfield. 3/4 in 132-2, 30-2. Materialism digging in, and he's on top by 3/4 of a length. Outside, Ocean Pacific, $1 Million down, is tipping 3 wide. Mag AM down the lane. Materialism on the outside. Ocean Pacific going on by, and they're in deep stretch. Ocean Pacific, Mag AM, a late surge on the outside. And boys, oh boys, if she had racing room earlier, she would have definitely collared them. But it'll be a photo finish. Time for the mile. 2:01 and 3, 59 and 3 that last half. And Mag AM was flying. And back to the winner's circle. Winner of race number 2, the Lorraine and Tony Haig Memorial, sponsored by Practical Auto, goes to number 4, Ocean Pacific, a 6-year-old gelded son of Jenna's Beach Boy out of the goalie Jeff Mayer, designing Dara. All by Mel Blanchard, trained by Mel Blanchard. Sam Hodgen in the driver's seat, and your winner, Ocean Pacific. Now 2 in a row, and he's back on a winning streak here. 2:01 and 3, and members of the Tony and Lorraine Haig family on hand in the winner's circle, including sons Mark and Gary in the winner's circle. And the cooler for the Lorraine and Tony Haig Memorial Pace, sponsored by Practical Auto Sales and Services. Behind the gate here, Atlantic Sire Stakes B Division, 3-year-old pacing colts. We have PH Catman, Todd Trites, Miramichi Gaucho, Walter Chevrolet, George Down, and Jill Berrio, Ridiculous, and Danny Romo, Elm Grove Crusher, Kenny Arsenault, Field of 5, B Division, 3-year-old colts. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Ridiculous out for an early lead here. Then up the inside, PH Catman going for it as they race around the first turn. Ridiculous gets the front though. Then PH Catman is going with them as they hit the backside. Then Miramichi Gouch got away racing in third. Fourth to Elm Grove Crusher. George Down trails, and Trites has taken Romo down the highway here and parking him, and Romo's going to have to take back and go to plan B. He's now in the 2-hole, and Trites took PH Catman to the opening quarter, 28-1. Wow, 28-1 opener, and Ridiculous running over him in second right now. Then back in third, Miramichi Gouch. Then racing fourth is Elm Grove Crusher. Georgetown trails PH Catman, cutting some torrid fractions here. Then Ridiculous sitting pretty in the two-hole, and what a trip he's getting. Then Miramichi Gouch. Here comes Elm Grove Crusher, and Georgetown will try it from the backfield. They were halfway home. 58-1, 58-1 half here in this B division, and Trites is on the lead with PH Catman, and a bit rough there for a second, and racing second is Ridiculous. Back third on the inside, Miramichi Gouch, then tipping to the outside goes Elm Grove Crusher. Georgetown trails, and Ridiculous out from second to challenge PH Catman. They were by the three-quarters. 129-3, PH Catman. Ridiculous. What a great trip he's had. And he's on the outside to take the lead. PH Catman. Then the battle for third. Miramichi Gouch and Elm Grove Crusher down the lane. Ridiculous. Rough and went off stride for a moment. He's back pacing and tight down to the wire. And Ridiculous and PH Catman side by side. Then Elm Grove Crusher, Miramichi Gouch, and Georgetown. Hold all tickets, please. The inquiry will go up. Looking at the stretch drive, 2 minutes 3/5 was the mile. 2 minutes 3/5 here in race 3. And no placings in this third race involving the home stretch with Ridiculous. No placings. And he's your official winner. Going off at 3:20 to win, the Quinella 1680. Quinella 1680, combination of 1 and a 4. Triactor 415-2120. 2120 Triactor. We parade back now, your winner of race 3, number 4, Ridiculous, the son of Justice Denied out of the Kia of Hanover mare. Tornade Universal. Joanne Davies, Darla McEachran. Trained by Dwayne McEachran, Danny Romo in the driver's seat for the catch drive tonight. Ridiculous. The mile 2 minutes and a 3/5. 5 wins on the year for Ridiculous. And the mile tonight, 2 minutes and a 3/5. Congratulations. Fourth race. Sponsored by Charlotte Ranch. Quality of Money, Walter Chevrolet. Shady Martin from Post 2 and Sam Hodgen. Rapid Kane and Todd Trites. Wilson's Cam, Brian McPhee. Ryan's Fancy, Lonnie Stokes. Wild Cherry, Gilles Barrio. Kara's All-American. On the outside, Mark Haig. Field of 7. Here in race 4, here they come. They're off and pacing, a tremendous start in here. And they're going to be wide around this first turn and taking the lead on the inside. Quality of Money. And wow, everybody going out for it. Now they've got a jockey for positions up the backside, and Quality of Money. And he takes the early lead now. There's Kara's All-American on the outside, driving up third, now second. And Kara's All-American going for the lead. And a quick opening quarter here, 29. And Kara's All-American takes over. Then racing second is Quality of Money. Third, Rapid Kane. Then Ryan's Fancy. Wilson's Cam, Wild Cherry, Shady Martin. Kara's All-American, 3/8 of the mile in. And he's the slight post-time favorite. And he leads as they approach the half. Kara's All-American. Then Ryan's Fancy. He's been parked all the way. And on the outside, second. Then third, Quality of Money. Wilson's Cam, Rapid Kane, Wild Cherry, Shady Martin. And they were by the half, 58-4. Kara's All-American. Then on the outside, Ryan's Fancy comes to call second. Inside third, Quality of Money. Then outside fourth and driving, Wilson's Cam. Then it's Rapid Kane, Wild Cherry. And trailing the field, Shady Martin. Kara's All-American clinging to a quarter-length lead. Ryan's Fancy, 3/4 won, 29-1. Kara's All-American, then Ryan's Fancy right there, Quality of Money. Wilson's Cam, Wild Cherry. What a bunch field here with 1/8 of a mile to go. Kara's All-American, then Ryan's Fancy on the outside. Quality of Money, Wild Cherry simply eating up Racetrack on the outside. Wild Cherry wins it. Quality of Money for second. Kara's All-American winds up third. But it's Wild Cherry getting them in the lane. Time for the mile. 2 minutes, 4/5. And back to the winner's circle, winner of race number 4, number 6, Wild Cherry. Wild Cherry, a 7-year-old daughter, a Chill Factor, the Big Towner mare. Lowella, Hanover. Only Tommy Gunn of St. John. Mike Morris trains. Gilberto in the driver's seat. Wild Cherry picks up her 37th career victory and winning tonight from off the pace. 2 minutes, 4/5. And Wild Cherry now receives the cooler, donated by the Charlotte Ranch, here in race number 4. And a thank you to our sponsor, Charlotte Ranch. Okay, it is moving now for race 5, sponsored by Wayne McQuinn Trucking. 1 is Port Hill Digger and Ross Galbraith. Bandit Colleen, Gordy Hennessy. Kane Rise Again, Colleen Clancy. Jacob and Gerald Legier. Talking about my boy Gilberto. Western Queen and Steve Downey. Lewstown and Kenny Arsenault. Bold Ryan and Mark Haig. A field of 8 here in race 5. Here they come. They're off and pacing, and Jacob chasing the wings out of there, going for the lead. Port Hill Digger on the inside. He can get out of there, and they're tight quarters there, and Port Hill Digger has the lead. Then Jacob on the outside, second. Then getting away third, that is Bandit Colleen. Talking about my boy is racing back in a 4th, and racing 5th is Western Queen. Lewstown is 6th. Then it's back to Bold Ryan, and trailing the field at the back, Kane Rise Again. A quick opening quarter coming. How about this? 27-4. Jacob, and boy, should he have to earn that lead. Port Hill Digger on the helmet, racing second. Then gapped out Bandit Colleen. Talking about my boy Western Queen. Then Lewstown, Bold Ryan, Kane Rise Again, and these two out by themselves. Jacob on top. Then racing second is Port Hill Digger. Then Bandit Colleen is closing the gap a bit. Talking about my boy. He's in a good position now, and Barrio looking to angle him out. They were halfway home, 58-1. Jacob over the half. Then Port Hill Digger is racing second. Bandit Colleen on the move. Now third, the field tightening up. Then Talking About My Boy is racing, and he's got a nice trip from 4th. Then racing 5th, Lewstown. Back to Western Queen, Bold Ryan, and Kane Rise Again. And Jacob still has the lead by the 3/4, 129-2 around the turn. Jacob, Gemini Colleen. Then on the inside, Port Hill Digger. Talking About My Boy looking to fire from 4th. Lewstown is making up some ground now. 1/8 of a mile to go. Jacob, Gemini on the outside. Bandit Colleen is coming on. Talking About My Boy, but Jacob, what a tough guy, and he's going to win this one. Jacob took everybody. And we're in for second, Bandit Colleen, and back to third, Talking About My Boy and Jacob. Time for the mile. 2 minutes and 2/5. 2 minutes, 2/5. Jacob survives that early battle for the lead and wins it. So again, after reviewing the film and talking to the drivers involved, the judges ruling Jacob first placed fifth. Setback for interference to number 1, Port Hill Digger. As we parade now, the winner of race 5 in the placing, number 2, Bandit Colleen, a 5-year-old son of Arturo, out of the storm damage mare, Violent Storm. Owned by Giselle Bernard of Dieppe, trained and driven by Gordy Hennessy. Second winning trip of the season for Bandit Colleen, and the race time will be adjusted accordingly. Again, Bandit Colleen takes the Wayne McQuinn trucking pace. And I'd like to thank Wayne McQuinn for sponsoring this 5th race. And Bandit Colleen moving into the win slot. And the stutters for our first day stake. 3-year-old Pacers behind the gate. Show Me a Sign and Kenny Arsenault. Accelerated Force and Gilles Barrio. Tobin Star, Walter Chevrolet. Panzo 2 and Brian McPhee. Captain and Keese, Red Doucette. Absalom and Phil Pinkney. Melody's Cookie Boy, Todd Trites, Ammon Shannon, and Darren Crow. 8 across the gate, race 6. Pacers, here they come. Off and pacing, quick start. Walter Chevrolet down the choo-choo early on. And Tobin Star going for it. Accelerated Force goes out of there as well and takes the lead. Tobin Star on the outside, racing second. He'll take a back seat. That's Melody's Cookie Boy going to a break. Everybody by safely. Now assembling in third. That's Show Me a Sign. Then getting away, racing in fourth, Panzo 2. Then fifth, Captain and Keese, Absalom. Melody's Cookie Boy, Ammon Shannon now takes over seventh. And trailing the field, Melody's Cookie Boy after that break. Back out and moving now. And a quick opening quarter, 29 and 4. And up front and cutting it, it is Accelerated Force. And Captain and Keese on the outside is coming at him here quickly. On the outside and driving up to second. Then third, Tobin Star on the inside. Absalom perfectly spotted second over in a fifth. Then racing inside, that's Show Me a Sign, followed by Melody's Cookie Boy, Panzo 2, and the trailer halfway home, Ammon Shannon. They were by the half and an even 59 seconds flat. Accelerated Force, Captain and Keese on the outside comes to call second. They're neck and neck for the lead, and now Captain and Keese going right on by the leader here. And Captain and Keese takes over. Absalom on the outside, then Accelerated Force. Tobin's Star on the outside, now fourth. Melody's Cookie Boy, 3/4, 1:28 and 1, and they flew that third quarter. And Captain and Keese has the lead. Absalom, Accelerated Force is still there with an 1/8 of a mile to go. Captain and Keese looking to knock off the favorite here. Absalom on the outside. Captain and Keese. Absalom, Accelerated Force back up the inside, but it's Captain and Keese. Accelerated Force, and for third, Absalom. Inquiry is up, though. Looking at the breaking horse, Melody's Boy. And the time for the mile, 1:58. And parading now, the winner of race number 6. And a long shot victory here for number 5, Captain and Keese. He's a 3-year-old son of Man 2. Out of the ship Snoop's mare, Webmaster. Owned, bred, trained, and driven by Redmond Doucette. And Captain and Keese scores his second victory of the season. And the mile, 1:58. What a superb effort. First up trip by Captain and Keese. And he battled hard the last half, cleared the lead of the 3/4, and held on for the victory for young Red Doucette. And a nice win indeed for this fine 3-year-old pacer by Man 2. Mile 1:58. And Sam Hodgen, Ashby Corner, Stephen Treitz. Wrestling Tiger, Walter Chevrolet. Salzbrook Dandy, Mark Haig. Stagecoach Gambler, Clay Menard, Todd Treitz. And then the 7, West Gem Princess and Darren Crow. Field of 7, race 7, here they come. They're off and pacing. Good start. Wrestling Tiger wrestles out of there for the early lead. And All-American Dazzle gets away to the inside as they round the turn. Then racing in third on the inside. That is Ashby Corner leaving well. Then Stagecoach Gambler. He's got that Clay Menard, and Treitz is driving him on. Parked from third and going on. Then Ashby Corner now fourth. Then racing fifth is ROF Racing High. Salzbrook Dandy looks at the action from sixth. And trailing seventh, West Gem Princess by that opening quarter in an even 30 seconds. Chevrolet as Wrestling Tiger on the front end. Dazzle's going to race out of a hole in the 2-hole, and he's up tight second. Then Stagecoach Gambler's getting roughed up in his start here, and he's parked. Then on the inside, Ashby Corner, Salzbrook Dandy is going to make a 3-wide move now coming to the half. And there goes Ashby Corner as they approach the half. Salzbrook Dandy comes up around Stagecoach Gambler, who's starting to tire, and they were by that opening half. In a minute flat around the turn, Wrestling Tiger. Then racing second, up tight, All-American Dazzle. Ashby Corner, then Salzbrook Dandy on the outside fourth. Racing fifth, ROF Racing High. Then West Gem Princess, Stagecoach Gambler trails. Onto the 3/4 they go. Wrestling Tiger. And boys, is he looking good off the front here. And moving out now by 3. All-American Dazzle second, 3/4, 1:30. That's a 30-second quarter, and it's Wrestling Tiger, All-American Dazzle, and he caught them this way in the amateur race. Is he going to get them here with an 1/8 of a mile to go? Wrestling Tiger, All-American Dazzle, battle on for third, Ashby Corner, but Wrestling Tiger's got enough left, and he turns his heels to the field here. In for second, All-American Dazzle. Ashby Corner gets third. Time for the mile, 1:59 and 4. And again, pretty now, the winner of race 7, the Downey Ford sponsored 7th race to 4, Wrestling Tiger. He's a bay horse, 5 by Rustler Hanover out of the Albatross mare, run with the Tiger. Owned by Phil Doucette of Miscouche, Prince Edward Island. Phil Doucette trains and Walter Chevrolet in the driver's seat. And a nice win off the front for Wrestling Tiger. And he wins the mile in 1:59 and 4. First win of the year in 9 starts, and he returns a winner, 1:59 and 4. Three-year-old pacing colts going for a purse of $12,720 and moving in with a field of 9. Quick Dragon and Todd Treitz. Then Island Jazzy Star, Mark Campbell. Designer Towel, Brian McPhee. Bo Butler, Kenny Arsenault. Ride the Lightning and Danny Romo. Val Leader, Walter Chevrolet. Plea Bargain and Jill Barrio. Aerodynamic, Redmond Doucette. And the trailer is Imps Finesse. And Bernard McCollum, a field of 9, 8 across the gate, 1 trailing entry. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Good start to this one. Firing out on in between horses. Island Jazzy Star from the inside. Quick Dragon gets away looking for the lead. Quick Dragon, and he's rough and is rolled off stride. And everybody trying to come around safely. Quick Dragon on a break and still running as they race on to the opening quarter. And now Mark Campbell on the outside. And now actually taking the lead. That's Brian McPhee and Designer Towel taking the lead. And there's Romo going after the leader. Ride the Lightning on the outside. Then Third Island Jazzy Star. 29-4 opener. Then Imps Finesse is racing fourth. Plea Bargain on the outside. And he's moving quickly now fourth, then out to move. Here comes Kenny Arsenault, and Bo Butler makes a move as well off the turn. Then it's back to Aerodynamic Val leader, and the trailer out of this one is Quick Dragon, and Romo is taken over. Halfway home, and Ride the Lightning Plea Bargain on the outside second. They were halfway home, 58-3 around the turn, and going to a break. Designer Towel is off stride, and Plea Bargain going for the lead. On the inside fighting though is Ride the Lightning. They're neck and neck. Plea Bargain outside, then Imps Finesse racing fourth. Island Jazzy Star, what a nice trip he's got for young Campbell, and he's right there fourth. Then racing fifth, Bo Butler. Then on the outside, Aerodynamic as they pass the three quarters. 128-4. Plea Bargain shows on top now. Ride the Lightning second. Imps Finesse racing third. An eighth of a mile to go. Plea Bargain clears. Plea Bargain, then on the inside, Ride the Lightning, and coming out, here comes Island Jazzy Star, down to the wire, they're still tight. Plea Bargain wins it. Plea Bargain wins it at the wire. Ride the Lightning, and Island Jazzy Star just couldn't get out in time. Just a bit late, but right there third. Time for the mile. 58-2. 158-2. Plea Bargain here in the eighth. And back to the winner's circle. Unofficial winner of race 8. The 7 Plea Bargain, a 3-year-old son, a quick comeback out of the Bye-Bye Roger Mare, Whiskey Bell. All by Mike Blanchard, Barry Blanchard, trained and driven by Gilles Barriot. And Plea Bargain picks up win 3 on the season. And the mile 158-2, and a brave first up effort for Plea Bargain as he lost his cover coming to the half. And a gallant effort for sure on the outside the last half, and gutting it out here, 158-2. Bernard McCollum, call the stand, please. We have an objection here. Objection. Driver of 9, Imps Finesse, Bernard McCollum, claiming interference by number 2, Island Jazzy Star. So it does affect the top 3, so hold all tickets. And again, congratulations, Plea Bargain, on a nice win, 150 for the 9th race, ANE Invitational. Purse of $8,000 in behind the starter. Lakota Hall and Walter Chevrolet. Outlaw Positive Charge, Terry Gallant. Sam Space and Dennis Baxter. Pono Bay Matt, Earl Smith. St. Pete Star and Danny Romo. PH Bestman, Todd Treitz. Country Estate, Joe Barrio, and outside Henschke, Darren Crow. And off stride before the start, Sam Space. Here they come. And a good start from the inside as Lakota Hall busts out for the early lead. Then Outlaw Positive Charge on the outside of him, racing second. Pono Bay Matt gets away racing third. Country Estate moves in now, racing in fourth. And getting away fifth, St. Pete Star, PH Bestman, then Henschke, and after the break, Sam's Pace is back on the pace, but trails as their single file order to the quarter, and Walter Chevrolet stacks them up, and they were by that opening quarter, 28-3. Here comes some pressure early. Pono Bay Matt out to challenge from third, now second and going for the lead, and Outlaw Positive Charge. Is he ever under a stranglehold in the 3-hole? Country Estate comes out to move. He's got second over cover. Then St. Pete Star, PH Bestman, Henschke, and Sam's Pace, and Pono Bay Matt has taken over. Country Estate has lost the cover, and they were by the half, 57 and 1 around the turn. Pono Baymat. Outside Country Estate second, then racing third, Lakota Hall. St. Pete Star is fourth, Outlaw Positive Charge. PH Best Man goes to the outside from fifth and going on. He's moving with a brisk rush as they approach the 3/4, and it's Pono Baymat, Country Estate, and Barrio took a seat in behind him for a breather. 1:27 and 1 past the 3/4. Pono Baymat, Country Estate within striking distance, racing second. Then third, PH Best Man, St. Pete Star, and eighth to go. Pono Baymat leads. Country Estate on the outside coming on. Pono Baymat, Country Estate coming on down to the wire, but it's going to be Pono Baymat winning. He's the Gold Cup and Saucer champion, and now the champion of the ANE pace for 2008, and the mile 1:55 and 3, quickest of the season, and it's Pono Baymat here in race 9. And back to the winner's circle. The winner of race 9, the ANE Invitational Pace, goes to 4, Pono Baymat, a 5-year-old son of Matt Scooter out of the No Nukes mare, Take It Sister. Owned by Ian Smith of Charlottetown. Earl Smith trains and drives the pacer, coming off a Gold Cup and Saucer victory, earning $30,000 in his last start, and he wins the ANE Invitational, making that early move and taking complete control of the race. Pono Baymat and Earl Smith victorious. Season's best here at the park, 1:55 and 3. What a showing. Pono Baymat, 1:55 and 3. Congratulations. And for Pono Baymat, only 6 starts this year. And he's got 3 wins now to go along with 1 second. And with the win, he'll go close to $40,000 in just 6 starts this year. Pono Baymat, the winner of the 2008 edition of the ANE Invitational Pace. Congratulations.